Hey, beautiful souls. Hey, welcome back to His Bride. If this is your first time, you are welcome. I am Kira, and you are welcome to the family. Today, we are going to be discussing something that has been laid in my heart, an important topic, and that is the balance between prayer and idolization. Yes, prayer is a beautiful thing. It is a powerful tool that connects us with God, but it is very crucial that we take care not to allow it become an idol in our lives. So let's dive in and explore this together.
Jesus, the hope, the freedom unashamed. I want to speak His name over every child, every man and woman, declaring hope and freedom in Jesus.
First, I want to talk about the power of prayer. Yes, prayer is very powerful. It is the means of communication whereby we communicate with God. And yes, this is a two-way communication. You talk to God and He talks back to you. It is not a complete prayer if there is no feedback. And the Bible said that the earnest prayer of the righteous makes power available, producing great result. Now, it is God that supplies this power. So what makes prayer actually powerful is that the God we are speaking to is powerful. So you take God out of the equation, prayer becomes meaningless and powerless. So now let's talk about the dangers of idolizing prayer. To idolize prayer is to take the place of God and replace it with prayer. You are actually concerned about the activity of prayer rather than the God that gives meaning to the activity. We live in crazy times where you see people brag about just how well they pray or how long they pray, and so they're concerned about the posture, the mannerism, and all of the activities that accompanies prayer. But that is wrong. Your focus, your eyes should be fixed, and your heart connected to God, fixed on the God that gives the meaning to all of these activities, to prayer itself. And when you begin to take your focus off of God and then begin to fix it on the prayer itself, then that actually is making prayer an idol. So remember that prayer is not the end. God is the end. He is the Omega. So taking prayer and then putting it where God should be is actually idolizing that prayer. The Pharisee that Jesus referred to in Luke chapter 18 verse 11. Now the Pharisee was not praying because he cherished prayer and then loved God. He was actually praying in order to brag before men that he can pray. So it is actually pride to want to obey God simply because you want to gain bragging rights before men. And so you must not pray because you want to prove to men that you can pray or that this is how long you can pray. All of this does not matter. Fix your gaze on God. Let your heart be aligned to Him. Let it be connected to Him. That is when you can actually even hear Him. When you're so focused on all of the activities and all of those things, how can you hear Him? You cannot hear Him. I was scrolling through Facebook and then I saw a post about a sister, and she said she was in church and then she was praying, and she was really carried away by the prayer, and then her posture was kind of in a very funny way, like when you be groaning and all of that. And then her flesh started to speak, and then she said, "You are still single. You're not yet married, and look at the way you're praying. I mean, what brother will see you pray like this and still want to marry you?" And then immediately she just straightening up and then started to pray like with decorum and all of that kind of thing. And the Holy Spirit said, according to her, he just said to her that, well, let's see how long this can last. When you are ready to pray, then you can get on with your business. But that is just it. You are not praying for no man. You're not praying to be seen by any man. We should not pray in order to gain bragging rights before men. We should not pray because we want to be seen or that we want to be known to be prayer warriors. And so how can we find the balance to this between cherishing prayer and idolizing prayer? Now, there is a need to have a holistic approach to this spiritual journey. So your prayer must be accompanied with the word. That is the first thing that you must find balance with. That prayer and the word goes together. You cannot be all praying but lack the substance, the word. You cannot lack the word. I wish the people that brag about how much they pray will equally brag about how much they study the word. Not like if you study the word, you should brag about it as well. But I'm just saying there is simply no balance between these two. I mostly come across people that would share with me how much they have prayed, how much they pray for hours. And I just be like, wow. Or when you see how they pray. But these very same people cannot endure the word for just an hour. I mean, can you not just stay with the word for an hour? So we must find a balance between praying and studying the word. Don't be all about prayer and then leave the word hanging. Come on now, let's have a balance between this. And also self-reflection. The more you pray, the more you reflect on yourself, the more we see the change. Personal growth, practical steps towards achieving our main goal, which is to become like Christ, to know Christ, and then become like Him. And so before we wrap up, beautiful family, I want you to come on the comment section below and share with us your thoughts and experiences if you have ever had struggles with idolizing prayer, and how did you find the balance through it. Share it in the comment section below so we can learn and grow together, okay? So thank you so much for sticking with me. Until next time, take care, keep shining, sending you love and light. Bye for now.